Hello, Kiev. I am absolutely thrilled to be a part of this incredible event that's coming to you very, very soon. What I'm going to be bringing and delivering to you will be the 3 steps to relaunch ownership. 3 very simple steps that I've learned throughout the course of my life. My story wasn't rags to riches, but certainly as a young man growing up, my family was very disciplined in how they did business, how they conducted business. And the 3 main characteristics of that were what we called CEO. I'm going to get into the details of what CEO stands for and how that can absolutely transform your business into the business you've always looked for it to be. Hence the relaunch to ownership. So let's break down CEO and the true meaning of what that means. A lot of us are obviously owners. Some of us have levels of CEOs that are involved in different C-level executives in our organizations. We could be a one-man opportunity or a multi-person opportunity, but ultimately, every single individual that's responsible for your business and your business's success has got to have this CEO level mentality. C is character, right? Character, that's our everyday. That's who we are, what we do, right? We have a DNA that's built inside of us that delivers a certain level of character. We see some people with great character and others with questionable character, but ultimately, it's character that really represents the individual. Character can be changed to a certain degree, and we'll get into that, but ultimately, the character is something that's ingrained in the individual. The E of CEO stands for excellence, right? Excellence is the attention, it's the attitude, it's everything that's built into the excellence of how we treat our organization, our business. And then the last is O, and that's ownership. If we take the 3 of those pieces and put them together, ultimately, we want to own everything. We want to own our character, we want to own our excellence, and we ultimately want to own our business and keep it in business for a very long, long time to come. So my goal, as I get out there and meet each and every one of you with a 2-hour workshop, is to discuss these in detail. We're going to break them down. We're going to identify the individuals that work with your organization. You can self-assess those individuals and see if they're truly somebody that's helping your business or hurting your business. Or you might even find out that there's some things that you can do to improve your own personal CEO level mentality and really take your business to the next level. So it wasn't always pretty. As I mentioned earlier, it was a struggle. And growing up, I grew up in a janitor type scenario where every night I would go out and I was cleaning toilets, I was waxing floors, I was cleaning carpets, I was cleaning after everybody. I was in homes, making beds, cleaning around beds, avoiding damaging their items, if you will. And I got to look at those, and it was something I looked up to and something that I aspired that one day I wanted that. I wanted to be able to have those things. So I made a decision to go to college, and I was the first person in my family to go to college. So it was a unique experience. It was an incredible experience, and for me, the victory was ultimately to know where I came from, not forget where I came from, because where you come from really defines what we're going to get into in that 2-day workshop on CEO, what CEO stands for, and really digging in deep, right? Not just surface level of understanding a CEO means somebody of importance, because that's not what it stands for. I think there's a lot more to CEO that, again, we're going to get into. But to summarize my story, I look back and I view that often. Please remember that I don't forget that. It's something that I constantly will remind myself of as I find success. And I also don't want to limit my success. I think there's another side of it that people get into where there's an emotional struggle of whether or not they deserve success, right? Whether or not they can actually exceed where their parents, where their family is in life, and not feel bad for that. Understand that everything that you want to do, you can do. But you've got to find the right coaching, you've got to find the right tools, and you've got to invest in yourself to get to where you want to be. One of the major breakdowns, right, on CEO and that mentality is ownership, right? The ownership mentality is critical. And one thing I want to share with you when I'm out there is the idea of relevance and what relevance means to not only ownership, but also to the individuals that are responsible for your business. Relevance means we're trying to pull everybody in and make them relevant, a relevant piece of the organization. And we do that through coachable moments, right? We have an opportunity to really give somebody direction, praise, constructive criticism. There's so many ways of making somebody feel a part of the team. And at the end of the day, the team is what's going to ultimately drive the business. So if you're a business owner with multiple individuals that you staff, this event is absolutely for you because you're going to miss out on critical information as to how to make them relevant within your organization. If you're in sales, enough said. I mean, you need to have that ownership mentality in order to drive your career. So you need to be your own individual CEO. We're going to get into the mindset behind a sales individual so they can consider themselves that CEO level executive within the business. And then, to be quite honest, if it's a situation where you're just struggling, because I've been in those shoes, where I just need to get out, I need to be motivated, I need to be around like people, because you hear the term all the time, birds of a feather flock together, or I want to be the not the most smart individual in the room. If you hear anything like that, the people that are around you that are going to be at this event beyond me are going to be bringing some critical information for you personally, whether you're, again, wanting to just boost yourself personally. But if you're in sales, again, it's a must. And if you're a business owner, you're going to miss out on critical opportunity, critical information to help drive your top line and control that bottom line. If you haven't signed up for this event yet, it's time to act.